As the World Cup action continues right here on Fox 5, the games might be inspiring some of you to step up your game when it comes to working out and staying fit. But how can you muster up the energy to do that, especially when it's cold outside? Rob Desir and I chatted with a local chiropractor for his tips. Take a look. You can't just say, I'm not going to work out.
Look,
I mean, some people might.
Look, layer up. I don't know what to tell you. Put some clothes on. But I would tell you one of the biggest things actually I want to talk about is a lot of people, they get joint pain when it gets cold.
What is it, before we start though, what is it about the cold that does that?
So they did some research behind it. It's still sort of skeptical about we don't know exactly what it is, but there's something about biometric pressure because, you know, we're made out of 60% water. So what happened with that is that, it depends on how much water fluid there is in your body. Your muscles can tighten up and shorten up and contract and stuff like that. Your tendons, ligaments, they could put pressure against the nerves. If your knees kind of tight, you know, the muscles get tight, your knees kind of compress a little extra.
Makes sense.
So people that say they have arthritis, they get knee pain because it's cold. So that's sort of why it's happening.
All right, so if you are going to work out in the cold, despite how cold it is, what are some of the best exercises and kind of, you know, routines people should practice to follow up so they can brave those elements as we just mentioned?
Well, I think one of the thing is warming up. So people just do a little jog, you know, so put some layers on. If your knee kind of tends to get cold, put an extra little brace there.
Bear crawls.
Okay, that looks like in the cold.
I see push-ups, bear crawls.
At 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
High knees.
That's hardcore.
So,
okay, so warm up.
Yeah,
that helps out.
Warm up, and then and also stretching before and after. So there's static stretching and there's dynamic stretching. Okay. So the difference between it and the way you want to do it is dynamic stretching is when you are.
What's an example?
So let's say you're doing squats for working out, right? But you want to do the squat without actually putting weight on. So you just kind of do them without the weight. So that's going through the motion of that exercise without the intense pressure.
Okay.
So you want to do that before.
You want to drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Now some people are like, oh, okay, that.
Now I got it.
Exactly. Then you do static stretching after that. So static stretching is basically just go for a little bit of run or just actually normal, just regular stretching, hamstring stretch, quad stretch, shoulders. That means that you just kind of do an overall regular stretches.
Before and after.
Dynamic stretching, do the exercise, static stretching, and let your body cool down properly.
Okay.
Okay, that's easy.
How do you know, maybe today's not a good day? Like, and I say that seriously, like, how do you know maybe working out is going to make something worse, or perhaps you need to like rest or get checked out, go to a chiropractor, take it easy as you're working out?
Right. I think one of the best things you have to understand is there's different types of pain.
Okay.
The pain, if it's sharp, stabbing, tingling, numbness, you know what I mean, something that feels not normal, and it's in one specific area, tends to be more localized, then that's not good. You want to get checked out. You want to just not do that exercise. If it's more like soreness, it's like overall body aching and
you're
this
just
and
making
that.
excuses.
Yeah, right. Just making excuses for like what. So that's soreness, and you can kind of push through that and just get a massage, get one of those massage guns, and just kind of go over it and stuff like that. I use FitLab Solutions. That's my company.
And I was going to say, speaking of those symptoms that you mentioned, how should one know whether they should go seek a regular doctor or come see a chiropractor like yourself? What's the difference? Okay, so I think that regular doctors are really made for, like, if you break something, you got to go to the ER, right? You're not going to come to me. But if you injure a muscle and it's not swollen really badly, well, then at that point you got to go to ER too. Regular doctor don't really help with anything unless you want a muscle relaxer painkiller. They don't really. You want to go to a specialist.
It's more immediate, kind of.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but anything sort of back pain, sciatica, headaches, migraines, you know, shoulder pain, chronic pain that's been there for a long time, you want to come see the #1 doc in the DMV. And if your back is hurting, come see me.
I already know. Dr. Breslin, appreciate your time. Appreciate your time. We got all your information right here on your screen. If you want to follow My Favorite Doctor on all your social media platforms, and you see his website right there, go check him out if you have any of the symptoms that we just discussed.